Robertson. I drive a 1976 German market Porsche 911 Turbo Carrera that when the car was very young, it was turned into a Kremer 935 K1. Well, a 935 is a purpose-built racing car. And this company called Kremer, they built those cars for Porsche. So a 930 like this car doesn't really have anything to do with a 935, but at the time, Kremer made a few that resembled the 935, and that's what this car is. The early 930 turbo, like this car, means it's a 3-liter. It's not a 3.3 like the 78 and later cars. It doesn't have an intercooler. The wheelbase is shorter, so when you get into a 935 looking thing like this car, you don't have normal headlights at all. No pop-ups, no bug eyes. You have these headlights in the bumper that are, it's nebulous if it's legal or not. You have monstrously wide fender flares in the back with little vents behind the rear wheels. Everything you see that's not standard 930 is a fiberglass add-on. And the fiberglass is some of the thickest, strongest stuff I've ever seen. With the whole Porsche hobby for me, I've always been attracted to the funky, weird ones. The more strange and off the beaten path, the better. So when I saw this one, ice green, stripes, green shag carpet, a green leather dash, it just spoke to me. And the fact that it was a turbocharged, air-cooled engine was that much better. The thing with this car, as opposed to maybe a rotisserie, restored, factory, perfect example, this car can be driven without feeling too much guilt, and I think it gives this car a little bit more feeling than maybe one that you can't even breathe on. It might get a ding in the windshield, it might get a bug on it, but you're okay. I mean, it's meant to be driven, and that's what I like to do with it. When you're driving a vintage 930 with racing tires, basically, all bets are off. I mean, you can settle back in this thing, realize you've got 4 gears, and you can utilize at least the first 3 to most of their potential. At least most of my potential as a driver. The things like smelling like fresh gasoline and exhaust fumes and the glorious sound that it makes, I mean, those are all pluses that are maybe minuses for a lot of people. When you drive this car, it makes you feel special, and you can put up with all the funny stuff that it does because it's just that much more rewarding when you're able to successfully pilot the thing down the road without blowing it up.